expert Burton Kelso here with another tech tip to help you get the most out of the technology in your life. Today we're talking about phone and tablet myths as far as what's true and what's false as far as news concerning your smartphone or tablet. Many of these misconceptions have come up because smartphone and tablet technology has advanced so much and so quickly over the years. And because of this, it's hard to understand what is true and what is false when it comes to your smartphone and tablet. They are pretty amazing devices. Got my Apple 10 smartphone here that I couldn't live without, but I know I'm like many of you, and so I want to be sure to educate you so that you can use your smartphone properly and not be afraid to do specific things with your smartphone. So let's get started with these myths and find out what you can and can't do with your smartphone. So number one, let your phone drain completely. This has to do with the battery life of the ion lithium battery that is in your smartphone. Now you can let that battery drain completely, or you can plug that phone in when it has a partial charge. You can plug it in as soon as you take it off the charger. Doesn't matter what you do, plugging your phone in or I should say unplugging your phone and having it talk on your phone until it drains completely is not going to preserve the life of your ion lithium battery. Doesn't do anything with it. So it doesn't matter when you plug that phone in, you can do whatever you want. You don't have to let it drain completely because that would be a challenge. Now I know some of you out there looking at you use your smartphone so much that it automatically drains itself during the day. And I know that some of you are using older smartphones where the battery drains within a couple of hours. Now, that happens because the battery has reached the end of its life. But don't feel bad that, man, I should have let that phone drain more, thinking that that's why that battery lasted. Truth be told, most smartphones can last a while, 5 or 6 years, truthfully, but the batteries don't last as long. Your ion lithium battery can last from anywhere to 2 to 4 years, and then it's time to get a replacement battery. Now, if phone manufacturers didn't push out phone products so quickly, you would treat your smartphone and tablet almost like you would your laptop. Your laptop battery goes dead, you go out and you buy a new battery for your laptop, or some people just leave that thing tethered in. But with smartphone and tablet technology, some of these devices are designed to have planned obsolescence, so you can't easily replace the battery or other parts in order to encourage you to buy a new device. This is especially true of some of your cheaper, or I should say cost-effective tablets, where you can't replace the battery in those, so you just have to buy a new device. But keep in mind, doesn't matter how many times you plug that thing in, you do not have to let those devices drain in order for you to get a longer battery life. Let's take a look at our next myth. Your phone can cook an egg. That's true. Smartphones do put out some amount of radiation, but it doesn't have enough radiation to cook an egg, and the suggestion is to say that it's cooking your brain every time you pick up your device, or it's cooking your hand every time you hold it. The device, or actually most smart devices, phone or tablet, the radiation that they put out should not harm you. Now, it's possible that it can, but I don't want you coming back on this tech guy saying, hey, my phone or tablet ruined me and you said it was okay. I'm telling you, it puts out a small amount of radiation. So there's things that you can do to keep yourself safe, like don't use that phone or tablet as often as you should. You can take a day of unplugging, an hour of unplugging, to make sure that you unplug from those smart devices so that you're not using them all the time. And if you don't want to be near your device when you use it, use speakerphone mode as long as you use it responsibly and don't upset other people with your phone on speaker. And you can also run a wired headset to your phone. I won't say Bluetooth because again, small amounts of radiation, but you can run wire headphones to your phone with a mic so that your smartphone is not near your brain or your egg as much as it normally would be when you're using your device. Now, let's move on to our next myth. Charging overnight can ruin the battery. Oh my goodness. I don't know how many times that I've heard this myth before about leaving your smartphone on the charger. Well, your smartphones and tablets, which should also be called smart, are smart for a reason, because these devices know when they've reached maximum charge on the battery. So when your phone or tablet reaches 100%, it stops charging. Doesn't go any further. Doesn't overcharge. Now, this myth came from years past where we were getting familiar and new mobile devices were coming out where it didn't know when to flip that switch is to letting you know, or your device know, that the battery was dying. So now they do. So you can leave that tablet on the charger overnight or over a period of time, and it will not ruin your device. Now, sometimes, or some of that myth comes from the fact that with the ion lithium battery that is in your smartphone or your tablet, that heat can cause the battery to expand, which is true. It's true. But it doesn't come from overcharging unless you have a faulty battery. So if your battery becomes overheated, it can expand and ruin your device, but for the most part, charging overnight is not going to cause that battery to be ruined. It's going to come that way from the factory, and it won't shorten the life of your battery because that battery already has a limited lifespan. So nothing you can really do to ruin it. The only thing that can ruin the lifespan of an ion lithium battery is heat. So keep it out of direct sunlight. Next, don't use your device while it charges. Another myth that comes from people thinking that their battery is going to last longer if they don't charge it while they're using it. And it's okay. If you're on a phone conversation, you need to plug it in. Be sure to plug it in. If you're in an intense game of solitaire or Words with Friends and you notice your tablet is running low, by all means, plug it in and let it charge up. It is okay. It won't ruin the life of that battery. In fact, it may save yours depending on what type of phone call you're in, or if you're in an intense game of Word with Friends or any other thing that you play on your tablet. Now, number 5 is probably one of my favorite tips or myths. Using incognito mode will protect you from viruses. The only thing that's going to protect you from viruses is you, as long as you don't click on stuff and download apps that you're not supposed to. But I guess I need to explain what incognito mode is and how it can help you and how it's not going to prevent viruses on your device. Now, incognito mode is a feature that's in most browsers. Sometimes it's called incognito mode, sometimes it's called in private mode. But the whole idea of incognito mode is to block cookies from being downloaded onto your web browser when you visit sites. Why is that important? Because most social media and retail websites scan the cookies from your browser to find out where you've been. And a lot of where we go when we're online is shopping sites. So if you see ads that are targeted towards you because you just visited a website, it's because you've got cookies enabled on your browser. And the retail website that you're visiting and the social media websites that you're visiting are scanning for cookies to see where you go. So if you don't want to see those targeted ads in your social media channels, be sure to enable incognito mode on your computer and your phone. But enabling it will not keep you safe from viruses, nor will it keep you safe from your ISP or other entities that want to see what websites you are visiting. In order to have that happen, if you're downloading pirated movies or going to sites you shouldn't be going, you need to use a VPN, which stands for Virtual Private Network. A VPN is going to make sure that it creates a private tunnel like that to allow information to pass through the tunnel like that in order to protect your data from being spied on by cyber criminals out there. So keep that in mind. Enable Cognito mode to stop the cookies, but it won't stop the viruses from being downloaded onto your device. Only you can do that. Our next myth. I love these. Your device can cause explosions at gas stations. We've all seen the videos. Someone's at the gas pump, they're on their phone, and all of a sudden, boom! The gas pump explodes in flames, and you see people writhing around trying to douse the flames from their body and their vehicles. But it's not caused by your smartphone or tablet. It's caused by the static electricity of you getting in and out of your car, which causes a spark and ignites that volatile gasoline. So the best advice when it comes to your smartphone and gas stations is to make sure that you get out of the car at minimum, or at least touch your vehicle so that you can break up that static electricity, which can cause an explosion at the pump. You can stay on your phone, keep up a conversation, but to be all honest, you need to make phone calls nice and personal. So stay off the phone when you're at the pump, and make sure that you demagnetize or electrify yourself when you're getting in and out of your vehicle. And finally, and this is kind of important in this period of time that we're in, COVID-19, it's okay to use Clorox wipes to disinfect your device. That is absolutely false. I know there are people out there that are saying, man, I just wipe my device with Clorox wipes all the time, and it's okay. The challenge is when you use a Clorox wipe or some of these wipes that are designed for electronics to clean your device, you're really not disinfecting your device. So maybe Windex is going to make it look nice and shiny, but it doesn't actually kill the germs on your smart device or your tablet. What you need to do is to make sure whatever solution you use, and I've talked about a few in previous tech tip videos, such as Pure and Clean, and using a solution of isopropyl or isopropyl alcohol, however you pronounce it, and solution of 50% water, you need to make sure that when you spray the solution or the cleaning solution on your device, keyboards, tablet, that you let it sit for no less than 5 minutes to make sure that it thoroughly disinfects those devices. Same thing with your countertops and any other surfaces in your home or office. You need to let that solution sit so it has time to kill the germs. One of the best examples of this and the time period to kill germs is if you have a device such as phone soap, like I do. I always have to show this thing off in tech tip videos. But phone soap, when you use phone soap, you've got to let your device sit in it for 10 minutes to let that UV rays kill those germs. And the thing about it is, it takes time to kill those germs. So make sure that you're using right disinfecting tips in order to make sure that your devices are going to be properly disinfected. And never use bleach on your smart devices, because it can ruin your tablets and smartphones. That protective coating, that waterproof coating, can be worn down with bleach. So don't do it. So with that said, if you've got comments or questions about anything that I've covered or any tech tips, please leave them in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you because I love helping people with technology. If you're looking for more awesome tech tips like this, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, either Burton Kelso, or go support my company Integral. We do computer repair and all that good stuff. And on social media and on YouTube, there are a ton of videos there that are designed to help you get the most from the technology you use at home and work and make it easy for you. So I hope you enjoyed this video and take care of yourself and do many things to make you smile. And thanks for watching.